Hello, welcome to Excel. So this is Microsoft Excel. This is a very similar program to Google Sheets if you have used that. In my directions for this assignment, I will give some details about how to access Google Sheets. But as students at College of the Desert, you get free access to Microsoft Office. So Microsoft Office includes Excel, Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, things like that. So you have free access to Microsoft Excel. So when I upload spreadsheets to our course, when I'm asking you to do something with data, I will upload them as a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet, and you can open them that way. I will also upload them or link them maybe as a Google Sheet so that you can copy and paste the data if you need to that way. So you'll have access to the data in several ways. The purpose of this video is to just give you a pretty brief rundown of how Microsoft Excel or Google Sheets, I'm just going to say Excel from now on to reference all of these platforms, but give you a brief rundown of how Excel works, some of the, I'm going to put in quotes, basic functions in Excel to help us get started here. So these are all of our candy corn guesses. So each of these values represents a guess that someone had. I will clarify, we'll see eventually in our course that it's really important to have more than 30 data values. And we didn't have 30 yet from our class. So I started asking some family, some friends. So we have 40 total. And these 40 guesses came not only from our class, but from some other people that are not students at COD. Shout out to my family and friends. Okay. So right now, these are our candy corn guesses. And we have 40. So I want to show you in Excel some ways like what's going on. So each of these cells is a place where a number can go, or words, if you saw I just typed here. If we have a number here, Excel understands this as a number and can work with it in mathematical ways. So if I go to a blank cell, if I start typing the equal sign, this is telling Excel that I'm trying to calculate something. So I could do something like 1 plus 2. So equals 1 plus 2. Excel will calculate this for me just like a calculator would. So it spits back 3. Great. Excel is really cool though, because let's say I don't want to type it in like I would a calculator where I'm typing in every number. Let's say I want to take this value, so 1,000, and subtract 56 for some reason. What you can do is you can click on the value you're referencing. So what Excel recognizes here is that it's saying you went to B4, so column B, row 4, and you chose that value. So Excel will reference that value and then subtract 56 from it. So I'll hit enter. Ta-da! 1,000 minus 56 gives us 944. Okay, another really cool thing about Excel. Because we made this a formula, essentially, we have a formula where we have referenced the cell. Currently, what Excel thinks we're doing is it's saying, it doesn't say choose 1,000. What Excel thinks we're doing is it's saying choose the cell that is 3 to the left of this cell and subtract 56. So again, by clicking this cell and referencing it in this way instead of typing out 1,000, it's almost helping Excel to generalize this formula. So instead of saying 1,000 minus 56, Excel is thinking, take the number that is 3 cells to the left of me and subtract 56. Okay, here's what's really cool about Excel is once you have a formula that references in this way, if you hover over the bottom right like this, you can see that this turns from a thicker plus sign to a thinner plus sign. And when it goes to that thinner plus sign, if you click and drag down, so I'm going to do that. If you click and drag down to however many you want to, what it's doing is the same thing we just told that cell to do, but it's like manipulating what that input is, what that cell it's referencing. So as an example, this cell here is now the cell 3 to the left minus 56. So I'm going to do that again just to clarify, because we will use this a lot. Excel does this a lot too. Don't panic like I just did when stuff like that happens. Well, I should say you can panic, but okay. I don't like the way this looks. I'm going to delete all of this. Okay, cool. So again, the idea is I've referenced this, subtract 56. I'm going to change this up. I'm going to say now, I'm going to do this number divided by 2. So what I'm saying here is take the cell that's 3 to the left, divide it by 2, and put that value here. So when I hit enter, I should get 500 right now. And then when I click and drag, so I hover over the bottom right, click and drag down, and it will find that same calculation for all of these. So I'm going to click on this one. So it said, click that thing 3 to the left and divide it by 2. Okay. So Excel is really awesome for, I'll say, calculations in terms of with numbers, like 500 times 70 minus what, but it's really, really meant for this idea that we can generalize formulas and then analyze an entire data set in this way. So I'll pause right now on this video as kind of an introduction just to show you what Excel kind of can do just to begin. And my next video will start jumping into how to actually look at this data specifically. Thank you.